About Malik Jefferson. He ain't up to 22 though, so he got time. You know what I'm saying, Molly? You know what I'm saying, Molly? 22 years old, man. It ain't just you. It ain't just you. It ain't just you. You just think about me having to deal with that damn what's the name? Make me miss my damn my dude. There they go with these jerseys again, man. Damn, leave the fucking jerseys alone. We yeah, well, he fucked me over, so fuck that nigga. We got old big play Von Miller in town. Man, that nigga been running the hell out of goddamn Philip Lindsay. That nigga got goddamn 19 touchdowns with this nigga, man. Man, is this?
Appreciate you, Coach. Well, later tonight, a November snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. It can certainly get loud inside this building, and just a few moments ago when the Vikings were introduced, it was downright shaking in here. They're set for football as the Vikings get ready to do battle with the Denver Broncos. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Let's go! That nigga ain't thinking, he just stinking.
Break. 44 Mike. Check. 61. Match box. Lights. Get it.
This is Royce Freeman, second-year man from Oregon. 5 yards on the game's first play, second down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Now the young man was a Pro Bowler as an undrafted rookie. It's Philip Lindsay. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves him with a 3rd and 3.
60 outlaw. Let's go. 45.
Locke going to try and throw on 3rd down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Everson Griffin, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. They do go for it. It's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton that's complete. And he'll be brought down with the first down and a late flag here, too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure.
You get to catch that. Ain't nobody even tackled. He just went down by the legs.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Tighten up. Slam. Ready?
A give, running right, Lindsay. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
Ready. 70, Indy.
Now on 2nd and 13. Locke. That's complete to Jake Butt. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down.
And, partner, I think that was a great example that not all tight ends are created equal. Because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
Throwing his Locke on 3rd down. He completes this to Sutton. And this is going to turn into another 1st down as the tackle is made at the Vikings 30. Sutton is part of a good young receiving core for the Broncos. They liked Sutton enough last year. They traded away Demaryius Thomas, if you remember, halfway through the season. And Sutton, he responded. Rookie campaign, had over 700 yards, 42 catches for the man from Brenham, Texas, which is located halfway between Houston and Austin. Here's a run on first down that doesn't accomplish anything. In fact, he's going to be tackled behind the line for a loss of 1.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. On 2nd and 11 now. Locke, nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
2 sacks last week, another one right here. He's been unblockable lately, and I think that goes all the way back to not just his offseason, but the film study he's been doing during the week, because I think he's found matchups that he likes, and he's capitalizing.
A few times he's even defeated double teams. He doesn't care at this point. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. And the pressure gets to him again.
They were in the top 5 in sacks in the league coming into this one. That's their 3rd one in this game. Obviously, pass rush has been a strength of this team all year long.
And apparently they're not satisfied with top 5. They want to climb that ladder.
Yeah, I think it goes back to their offseason. They decided to make it a priority, and it's working out.
The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
But see, they probably paying them to use their platform. You know what I'm saying?
180. Choose the mic. Here it comes. Here it comes.
That's what I'm talking about.
Hurry. Go now.
A run for Tony Pollard, the Memphis product. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Who number 80? They 80? I ain't even think they're going to change his jersey number or nothing, though. You know what I'm saying?
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. On 2nd down, it's Pollard. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
I don't think you got it, son.
They'll go with Pollard here on first down. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Now a carry by the 3rd-year man. This is Austin Eckler. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2. Now 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd and 10.
Set. 180. Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here.
No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No, they just ran it one time. He ran it one time.
Set. 180. Check 55 to Mike.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
25. Check 25. Check 25. Hey, Alert, alert! Alert, alert! Hurry, hurry!
On third down, Mayfield. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you got to let them play, and the officials are instructed. If there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the number one seed.
And that's a great
Come on with the fake. Come on, man.
Football.
That whole fucking run fake, dog.
Wow. That ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball.
Man, the whole run was fake, dog. The whole entire run.
One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. On 1st and 10, it's Lindsey.
Shit,
and he
dog.
still has yet to get
That's his
on
only
track
run.
in
That's
this
the only reason
first
he got
half as
5
they're going to stop
yards
him
right
behind
there.
the
That
line.
fake-ass
This will
run
be a
right there.
2-yard loss on the play. And that'll make it 2nd and 12.
24-yard line.
Ready up. Hey, high 7.
Oh, come on, man.
Check curls, check curls, check curls. 44, 44, right, check go.
On 2nd down, here's Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Let's just break this down and make it pretty simple. Key to the drag route, letting the play develop, finding the hole in the defense, and giving your athlete, athlete, a chance to make something happen once he has the ball in his hands.
The Broncos on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 4. On 3rd down, here's Lindsey. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. 3rd and medium, they opted to run instead of pass, and it worked. 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, right back to Lindsey. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
This is Freeman. And very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44. You mentioned very early on the need to establish a running game for this young QB. They really haven't been able to do that, though, in the first half.
So that means what in halftime? Adjustments time, right? Figure out what they are, figure out the things that they really want to accomplish, and who to
Look at this shit! Take the ball out, son!
Those guys and get in that direction.
Now 3rd down,
no, man.
misses the target, incomplete. Well, the other day they told us when we've got 3rd and 5 or less,
That's
we
a
have to be
pick,
able
dog.
to
He don't
convert.
even need
And
to
I
be
guess
going
every
for. He
team
didn't
would
even
say
go
that,
for the
Charles,
ball.
but an opportunity missed there.
What they were trying to tell us is they believe it's a matchup game at that point, and they like some matchups that they had.
we already
They could
talked about
exploit them, unable to do so on that play.
Good work, boys. Go. Let's go.
Shut the fuck up, man.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round.
We got 4. Deuce. Kill. Alert, 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 alert. Hurry.
Nah, he just went to it. He ain't been in it for real.
Running on 1st down, Eckler. And he's got room. 34 yards there and a first down. One thing that's great about watching him run, Charles, he doesn't hesitate. He got to the left side of his O-line and just went.
So there's two ways to look at that. One, just absolutely unconcerned, just takes off and goes. But more the latter, I think, which is he has absolute confidence in the guys in front of him, the guys doing the blocking for him. He just takes it and goes with abandon.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the first down as well. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
I'm talking about since we started playing.
Recon, 132 fighter.
Army. Check 37. Check 37.
Run.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up.
I got you.
And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Justin Simmons up from his safety spot to make the tackle.
So many play callers in the red zone worry about the negative effects of a play that they're about to call. But this guy, all he's worried about is gaining yardage and putting the ball in the hands of his playmakers.
I told you. Look,
now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts.
I was the first person to play.
As they'll talk things over
that
prior
nigga
to
didn't
this
even run
upcoming
that shit.
second down
play. He was running Mariota against me.
180.
Ask Gotti. Matter of fact, Gotti. Ask Gotti. Matter of fact, Gotti, when I played, I was the first person to play Pouster, wasn't I, Gotti? And what I tell you he was doing against me.
On second down.
But I'm just saying he just kept running the option on me, and that was
about
working.
the 11. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts.
He never ran that. I said against me the first game. I played in the first game in the league. All right.
50 the mic.
Yeah, afterwards.
Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he'll get into the end zone.
Dave, I'm telling y'all from day one when I played.
Tony Pollard hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Cairo Santos on to try the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Here's a give to Lindsey running right. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
60 outlaw. 44. Hey, exit. 44.
Locked to throw on 3rd and 1. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up 4th down.
This team is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
44 to Mike. 44 to Mike.
Hey, wahoo. Hurry up, dude.
Here we go on 4th down with Locke. And it is incomplete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Vikings, they have the football now in excellent field position. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
You got nothing today. You got nothing.
Run for Pollard. He'll get the first down and more inside the 20. Touchdown, Vikings! Tony Pollard with his second touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. A final shot before half for Locke. This is the tight end fan. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, the Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Down goes Frazier. Down goes Frazier.
Let's go. Let's do this.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. Going to run again here with Pollard. And he'll get it.
I just scored off of the other run play, dog. What did you talk? You just be hating, dog. Yeah, I know you ain't gonna never see it.
They're trying to show that they
you don't
want to
see it.
That's
what's wrong with you and we, man.
Keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this
hey,
point.
Hey, you don't never see it. You don't want to see it. That's the problem. Oh, I know it ain't. I know it ain't. But I love to listen. I love to hate. I just love to hate, man.
They'll try to pick up the first with Eckler, and he will not get there as they stop him short right around the 34-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a 4th down.
That's what I'm trying to figure out, brother.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. They'll find Henderson there. It's complete. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. With a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little bit and get some breathing room going.
And now we find out about the fortitude of the group that's behind, because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. Well, they're in some hot water now after that sack. It's 2nd and 21. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off near the 26.
I knew he would go try. I knew he would go try it eventually. I knew he would go try.
They brought the house that time on the young rookie.
Because he'd been running that play. I knew he was going to try. I swear I
and
knew
you have to be prepared for
a
lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
Down to the 6-yard line on a pickup of 6 as he gets halfway to the goal line.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out.
That's still big bodies out there,
really
man.
Benefit your team right now.
Check 26, check 26.
On second down, Eckler. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave him with a 4th down. So on comes Cairo Santos now for the field goal try. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. Santos' kick is up and through, and that stretches this lead even further. It's now 24-0. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
Fight back, Hammer.
We got to give a lot of credit where
Fight back, Hammer. You see that kicker? I got the best tackling kicker and punter in the league, man.
Right?
You know what I'm
Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Danielle Hunter in there to drop him for his 11th sack of the year. Throwing on 3rd and long. Lock. He's going to sling this deep down.
Man, come on with the fake shit, dog. Hey, Marcus May trash. You can't cover nobody, dog. They don't never give him the right way to go for the ball, man. Look at that.
61 yards. So barely time to catch our breath. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the red zone. They'll run here with Lindsey. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Not quite the success they had last play. This one goes for 3 yards.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 20-yard line.
Back to the ground, this time with Freeman. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. And they'll go backwards here, losing yardage to the 14. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. Another example of just a dominant performance by this defense.
Yeah, you hear all the time about teams that try to steal signals from the other side and try and learn their signs and their tendencies. It's almost like they get the answer.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Tim Patrick, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Broncos cut into that lead. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone.
The Vikings take over. Let's go. Let's go. At their own 25-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not like a 15-minute offense.
Yeah, we go.
This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football.
Oh my goodness, man. That's a touchdown.
Wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Shit, shit. Hey, alert, 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 alert.
Here's Pollard again. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter.
Come on. Shoot, shoot, shoot.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And a throw.
Come on, man. They stay hating on me, dog.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Here's Drew Kaiser now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time.
That was just safety or something, I think.
Fielded at the 20. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Broncos take over. 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Hey, Foxtrot, Foxtrot. Protein spill. Get it.
Throwing on 1st down is Locke. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time, down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance?
And he loses the football a 2nd time.
Come on, dog! Oh, my God.
Skill, whatever the case is, they're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, our ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. Boy, the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you retain possession, that's all you're looking for.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. On 2nd down, a run with Lindsey. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. 3rd and 2. Lock's going to throw. And that is incomplete. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
They're already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Watch the run. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey, watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll go for it. It's Locke. This is incomplete. The Broncos unable to convert here on 4th. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48.
He's 6, 7, 7 and 1, 8 and 1, something like that.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Been a very strong performance for them, really, on both sides of the football. The turnover on downs, the most recent example, and now, obviously, they're in a great spot here.
Yeah, if you're over on the bench right now, you're shaking hands with your teammate, you're hugging him, giving him a little dap. Been a big, big performance for them. Now you just don't get careless. Take care of the ball on the way out.
It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Hey, alert 33.
1st down, and it's Pollard again. And he won't get much. Maybe a couple. Down inside the 35 to the 34.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll run out of the gun with Eckler. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Calling a loss of 2 on the play. And it'll be 3rd and 10 now.
King. Hey, alert. Hey, Echo. 55 to Mike.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. They'll run for it with Eckler. And he's able to get the 1st here as he's taken down at the 25. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on 4th. 1st down, Mayfield. Flushed out.
Oh, Mayfield. We don't get sacked, dog.
He's taken down. Von Miller, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
After the sack, oh, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Here's Pollard. And given 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. Now a timeout coming in here defensively as they stop it before the 2-minute warning with 2:09 to go in the game. The Vikings on 3rd down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 19.
Run.
They'll keep it on the ground. Pollard. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Vikings in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And that will stretch the lead up to 3 touchdowns now. It's a 21-point game. So it's 3 more points, and that widens this thing out even further here in the 4th.
And you know in this league, you can never have enough points. But this widens it out, as you said, and now it's all about ball control, isn't it?
And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that.
A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Hey, alert 33. 3 down, 3 down. Watch number 5, watch number 5. 5-2 is the mic. Hey! 5-2. Pistol. I got you.
Following the interception, Mayfield. He finds his target, Beckham. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, 4th quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say, don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta?
Collins!
And finding room to work, he's down to the 2-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
A gain of 7 brings up 2nd and goal at the 2-yard line.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal.
Coming this way. Here we go. Watch safety creeping.
Now here's Pollard. And this is not going to do it as he stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
Brings up 3rd and goal.
They come out here in the I. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2.
Check it back.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. Oh, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. Only a yard there, so it brings up 4th and goal. They'll run for it with Pollard. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. Tony Pollard with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Santos with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28.
Vikings 34, Broncos 6.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach,
nigga rushed for 1,100 yards and feel it hit.
Who cares?
They got
out here.
30 yards.
You
know what I'm saying?
Some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better.
So we do.
As they continue,
That's what we do.
Continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and I think the game balls need to be distributed on the defensive side of the football, and I bet that you would agree.
Yeah, if you hold a team under 10 points, that's a job well done. Really well done. So I would say